Tonight, the New York Rangers hosted the Calgary Flames in what was perhaps one of the most feisty games the Garden has seen all season. In the end, it was the Rangers who came out on top 5-4 in overtime. In terms of scoring, the Rangers got off to a hot start with a Phil Chytil goal at 5:37 in the first, assisted by Kakko and Fox. This lead doesn't last long, though, as 5 minutes later, Blake Coleman ties it up with some help from Andrew Mangiapane, and we head into the first intermission all tied up at 1. The second period starts off with a bang as Phil Chytil notches his second goal of the game just 2 minutes in. Tyler Toffoli answers on the power play, but Mika Zibanejad has a power play goal of his own just 3 minutes later to bring the home team ahead once more after a crazy series of fights and penalties. In the third, Mangiapane and Stone score back-to-back to bring the Flames ahead for the first time all game, but Mika Zibanejad would not let this game end in regulation as he finds the back of the net for his second of the night, leading both squads into overtime at 4 goals apiece. The Rangers had a number of good looks in overtime, and due to some persistence and some luck, Alexis Lafreniere is able to get the puck past Markstrom and earn 2 big points for his team in the first game back from the All-Star break. Now, there is a lot to talk about in this game, but it is impossible to ignore the sheer magnitude of penalties dealt tonight. Over the course of the game, 13 penalties were assessed for a collective 52 minutes between both teams, with 3 calls going to Dylan Dubé, 2 to Chris Tanev, and 2 to the captain of the Rangers, Jacob Trouba. Hits by Trouba were the reason for many of the fights that incurred penalties, as he played a physical and aggressive game, one that the Flames did not take a liking to. He had huge hits against Dubé and Kadri, and everyone was quick to drop the gloves tonight and defend their teammates on both sides. Trouba is known to be physical in his gameplay, but tonight seemed different than the rest of the year, and both the players and Coach Gallant said they took a notice to it. This game was a battle on both sides, and both teams showed that the break did them very well and allowed for rest to fuel them in this second and very crucial half of the season. The real race for the Stanley Cup is just beginning, and who knows where each of these teams will be at the end of Game 82. The Rangers play next on Wednesday against the Vancouver Canucks at 8 p.m. at Madison Square Garden, but for now, for WFUV Sports, I'm Samantha Borer.